what's up? We're Lords of Trident. We're on a boat. This is TRIDENTCast number 12. Theme song. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are Lords of Trident. We're on beautiful Lake Minising, which is right next to Lake Nebagaman. And we just played a show last night at the wonderful, the illustrious Wasco's Campground. What a place.
What a place.
Full of people with heads.
Don't you dare forget the trailers.
Oh, and there were trailers. There were a lot of trailers there. That was a lot of fun. So, yep. And Brian's got the action cam right now. We are currently anchored off of the coast, coast of the... some coast. I don't know. Dude, lakes don't have coasts. I was wrong.
Aki's been dying to do his shady dealings
Shore.
now that we're in international
Oh,
waters.
yeah. Now we can sell drugs.
Yep.
Now we can shoot people. We can marry a dolphin.
Yep. We can legally fix the ham radio.
we can fix a ham radio. You know what I mean?
Yep. Boom, boom, smoke, smoke.
Boom, 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 smoke, smoke. So we got a lot to talk about because we've been kind of putting off doing the TRIDENTcast so that we could do it on international waters, so that we can say anything. Yeah. So anything goes. So no longer does YouTube rules apply. We can show graphic nudity.
Pretty sure that's how this works, yes.
Are you going to put green screen here?
I will tell you what, I'll green screen out the sky and we'll show graphic nudity the whole time. It'll just be pornography, you know. And there's nothing they can do about it. International waters, baby.
We're going to host this on Vimeo. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. What about Live Leak? That would be even worse. Yeah, Live Leak.
We can say stuff like, I don't enjoy the politics of our elected officials.
Oh my
so you can say shit like that, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
So anyway, we've been out here since Thursday night. We came in Thursday night late, and Friday we had quite the day on Friday. You guys want to talk about the day we had on Friday? So what do we do?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. First, I woke you up.
Yep.
That was the first mistake.
Last mistake.
All right.
What did it
No more mistakes.
And you're kind of giving us some of the tour of Superior, right?
Yep. So we go into Superior.
Yep.
And I showed them Garbage Island,
The SS Meteor,
aka Barker's Island, and the SS Meteor. Went into Superior, Wisconsin. We're about 20-ish miles outside of Superior, Wisconsin right now, and which is where I grew up. And yeah, we did that.
shows the 42-room governor's mansion.
That's not the governor's mansion.
Oh, sorry,
It's just
haunted mansion.
haunted mansion.
Luigi's mansion. All right.
42-room Luigi's mansion. So the story goes, for those of you who are interested, right? So the story goes that back in 19-aught whatever, or 1890 blah, whatever, this super rich dude...
Kaiser stole our word for days.
This super rich dude built this giant mansion overlooking Lake Superior. And he got into a fight with this other super rich dude named Barker. And Barker was like, you know? And so he started dumping like his industrial waste into the bay across from this guy's house and ruining the wonderful view of Lake Superior by dumping a bunch of garbage in it, essentially. And he dumped so much garbage in it that it became an island. And then now it's a tourist attraction called Barker's Island, and there's a marina, and there are like $1 million homes on it, and it's
It looks just like regular land at this point.
Yeah,
it's not like shacks built on a like a landfill.
I didn't see any syringes or anything.
Yep. There are a lot of seagulls, but you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, local cuisine.
Well, there's even seagulls at the mall in Madison. I mean.
And talking about seagulls, we went. You took us to China Inn for brunch.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
The finest in seagull-related cuisine.
It's seagull lo mein, sesame seagull, General Seagull.
General Seagull.
General Seagull's chicken.
Happy family, parentheses, with seagulls.
Yeah.
With flock of seagulls.
With flock of seagulls.
Yeah. And really kind of like with rat, when you eat a seagull, you're really getting that like an onomatopoeia of different animals.
You mean like cornucopia?
Yeah, cornucopia, not
Sorry. I'm sorry. We've had some beers. We're on a boat. Sorry. A cornucopia of different things. From that, we got some. You get a little chicken flavor,
Yep.
some mouse. some some can. I guess that's not an animal.
Some can?
Yeah.
The sun's
Like
coming out.
a tin can?
Yeah, they'll eat anything.
Yes. Anything goes.
What do we do after that?
So we had Chinese brunch at China Inn.
If you want the seagull story, you have to ask Ty.
Yeah, it's true. And then we went. So then the next stop was to go to Canal Park. And as we were going up, Canal Park is this place in Duluth, which is about 2-3 miles away from Superior to get into Minnesota. And it's got this giant. And I'll put a picture up on the sky here of. It's got this giant lift bridge. It's an aerial lift bridge. It's one of only 2 lift bridges in the world that goes where the bridge goes up instead of like opening up, right? So it just raises up, raises down, and there's this big canal where tankers come through. And as we're going over the bridge into Minnesota, I see on the horizon a giant tanker ship coming in, and I'm like, oh shit! And I just floor it. And the guy's like, what? I'm like, tanker ships. And they don't know what I'm talking about. And so we get to the Canal Park just as this thing is coming in, and I drop the guys off, go find parking. They got to see it.
The Trade Gertha.
Yeah. Check
the
out
largest, is it the longest?
the longest
I think the
cargo
longest
ship.
one is the
Currently,
Great Lakes.
currently on the
Yeah,
lakes.
built in
Yeah.
81, I think they said, right?
Yep.
Something like that, yeah.
So we will have a vacation or like a Trident tour recap video. I'll put a link in the description, or just check out our channel. Like, comment, and subscribe.
So that
Shaka, bruh.
Check, brah. Hey, what do you think about comments? Comment below.
that giant, the bridge that lifted up though, it had these enormous concrete counterweights that are 60 tons, and there's just these gigantic shaped concrete blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so massive.
Yeah. So massive.
Yeah, they're so massive. I really feel like if we were in a movie where there's some futuristic android or something trying to kill us, the way we'd find a kill it at the end is
dropping that on it?
Yeah, because they're so massive.
Like Godzilla peeks through and we're like, there, do it now. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, or a monster. Yeah.
Put
So
a
there's-
treat on the other side of the bridge and we'll lead them through.
Yeah. So
yeah.
this bridge is 60, 70 feet up in the air, 50 maybe.
Oh, more than
More
that.
than that, I think
yeah.
it was,
So I was like, hey Ty, when are they gonna giant drop this bitch?
Wham! Yeah. So we got there as the bridge was going up, and the giant tanker ship came through, and then I had everybody stand under the bridge as it was coming down, and they're like, when's it gonna stop? When's it gonna? Oh God! When is it gonna stop? When is it gonna? And it finally stopped, and you can just kind of
Yeah, it comes so low you can really touch it. Yeah.
You can look at the undercarriage of cars and how
That's
poorly
so
they're
cool.
maintained.
I never saw. I've never had that view
Oil
before.
drip in the eye.
Yeah.
Somehow cars look less intimidating when you see the bottom and you see how rusted out.
Yep.
It is.
Live the high life.
Yep.
All right. Why don't you get me one too?
You got it.
We're out of good beer. On to highlight.
Sorry, everyone. I know we're Madisonians, and I know this goes against our better nature, but unfortunately,
Come on. You're on a lake. You have to have some highlights.
right? We're on a lake. We have to get some high life. So, hey, speaking of being on a lake, let me switch over to camera number 2 here, so you can get the
Miller high
Sorry, I
life.
locked this in.
Not the beer of lords and China, but it'll do.
Yeah. So here's the full view of the lake, and then here's the lake itself. So that's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Is that refreshing for you? It's a little dunk. Okay. So just rinse it out on bread here.
Yeah. Sun's out again.
All right, the beer.
On the beer.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hey,
you just cornholed him.
A little extra flavor to it. Okay.
IPA's not so crisp anymore.
So then.
Not so double anymore.
Yeah. So what was the next thing we did? So then we tried.
Maritime.
We went to the
yeah.
Maritime Museum.
Yep, we went to the
was
Maritime
pretty cool.
History Museum, which is put on by the Army Corps of Engineers,
And it's free.
and it's free, which is pretty neat. And
We
yeah,
learned about how there's numerous lighthouses all the way across both sides of the lake. And I thought it was so intriguing that I guess each of the lighthouses has to have a unique color and or pattern of lighting so that a ship's captain can basically,
See what you're going for there.
see a special kind of light. Like if they see the blinking cat light that blinks 3 times every 5 seconds,
And
he
it goes
knows that he's on the tip of the UP or what.
Yeah, like his smartphone GPS ran out of batteries, then he could use that.
Right.
I see captains of ships just
Or if the blinking light represents
look at their iPhone.
represents longing in a girl in a place you'll never know.
That's
Great Gatsby.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So
I like I got down on the idea of like the is it Fresnel? Frenzel?
Oh,
Yeah.
the lens.
Yeah.
By the French.
I mean, that's obviously an old thing, but it's something I never really knew about. So that was
here's a
really
Fresnel lens
interesting
right
about
here.
it.
No, I'm projecting it. It's not actually a Fresnel.
Where?
Where is it?
There it is.
Oh, wait a second.
But it's kind of like bullseye, like concentric circles, sort of.
Yeah.
And it makes something tremendously brighter. It was the brightest design up till that point that they were able to come up with. So that was kind of interesting.
It's impressive, that ingenuity. I mean, like, basically came up with that, I think, in the early 1800s. So
It was like I think early 1900s.
I think actually.
Maybe I misread that.
Well, we can
All
check
right.
it, but yeah.
We're gonna check online, see who's right, and then we'll put a big poop emoji over the wrong person's face. So here it is. That's right. You knew it. You knew it all along. All right.
That guy's an asshole.
What
Making
a
it facts. That guy that was just wrong.
So
Game on.
so then after that we went to Canal Park Brewing.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it a good solid C+. Canal Park Brewing.
You gotta play the hacky sack game outside.
Oh yeah,
We played bags.
we played bags and or cornhole depending on where you're from. Yep, bam.
Well, if this
21 to 20.
if this heavy metal thing doesn't work out, we can definitely hit the professional cornhole circuit.
Yeah. It was a good game. Yeah. Then we went. So then after that, we tried to go to this place called the Graffiti Graveyard up in Duluth, which is this awesome area of the city. It's like an underpass under the highway that the city basically sectioned off and said, look, if you want to do graffiti, just go do it there. The mayor of Duluth actually said, look, this place is for graffiti if you want to do graffiti.
1823. Sorry.
Well, they already know because they put the poop emoji on their face. So anyway, sorry, Brian.
Sorry. Sorry.
So anyway, the city of Duluth said, hey, if you want to do graffiti, just go do graffiti here. Don't do it on our historical buildings. Just go down here. And so, every couple weeks there would just be this brand new, amazing, graffiti down there that you could just go and check out. Lots of really amazing artists, but it was also kind of a hangout for, shall we say, ne'er-do-wells, right? And eventually, unfortunately, the homeless population of Duluth kind of took it over and made like a little shanty town in there. And so then the city, I guess in 2014, and I didn't know this because I was taking the guys to this with the idea of let's go in and check it out. Whoa! They put up gates and closed it off, so now you can peek through the gates and see all of the graffiti from 2014, which is going to be cool in 20 years when archaeologists go oh wow, they didn't even have the word lit yet, so it'll just be interesting to see that. But unfortunately, we were unable to go there.
Someone wrote heavy metal. We could see that.
Yeah. There was a big sign that said heavy metal, so we knew we were in the right place.
It still did look really cool.
It did.
We got to peek in. I took some pictures, but
Yeah.
I wish we could have gotten it further.
Yep. So and then we went to another brewery. It's get drunk, walk it off. Get drunk, walk it off.
The crooked pedal, right?
The bent paddle.
Paddle. That place was pretty sweet.
Paddle's
That-
pretty close though.
That place was.
I give it one burp up.
Yep.
They had, I think, one of the beers we enjoyed was the cold press black ale had coffee
Yeah.
infusion.
Which we still have a growler of in the fridge to finish.
Right,
Yeah.
Brian. Yeah. That's a good
We
point.
had some this morning to kind of wake up.
The ass crack at 1:30.
Yep, that's right.
Then we went to kitchen.
So, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sorry.
So we went to Bent Paddle. Bent Paddle is my third favorite brewery in the area, and it was really fun. Good atmosphere. We played cribbage,
Did some pegging.
did some pegging. We pegged all day long. It was great. And then
Who came out on top of that pegging? It was
I
Brian.
did.
Brian won.
I won
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Brian was top of the heap.
Yep.
I like how you did a little butt wiggle there.
So Brian was top of the heap on the
There's that
pegging.
Son. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then we went to, where did we go after that? We went to, we
to see Grandma.
went back and saw Grandma.
That's right.
Oh, Grandma! So we saw Grandma and said hi to Grandma.
And then the one that rules Duluth with an iron fist, but your actual grandma.
Yeah. That's a fun story. So Duluth, in Canal Park especially, there's Grandma's this and Grandma's that. So there's like Grandma's Marathon, which many people might have heard of. There's, Grandma's Sports Bar, Grandma's Cantina, Grandma's Bar and Grill, blah, 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 blah. Well, the story goes that, Duluth was a port town, and ports mean ships, and ships mean sailors. So when sailors would come in,
you put their dick in something.
Yep, usually the first thing they do is they go to the brothel. And the code for that at the time in Duluth was, I'm going to go see Grandma. And there was a woman, there was a woman who ran the brothel, who was an older woman named Grandma. And they have pictures of her, pictures all over Duluth. And the brothel was so popular that she gained a ton of money and a lot of political sway, we'll say. And so she bought a lot of stuff in Duluth, a lot of real estate. And so everything is named after the matron of a brothel up in Duluth.
There's all these kids running around, eating ice cream from this brothel-fueled ice cream store.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It is a little strange.
But anyway, we visited your grandma, and she was nice.
Yep, she was great. Then we went back up to Duluth. We went to Sir Ben's up in Duluth, where my mom and her boyfriend's band was playing.
Pretty good.
And we got to, you might have seen on the Facebook page, they posted a video. We got to play Purple Rain, and I did a verse, and then Brian shredded out the solo pretty hard, and the place burned down.
Yes.
And then the rest of the band decided to quit. So
That is exactly how
And
it
did
happened.
you play on a song too, like the Duty Bot?
The Doobie Brothers, yeah.
the Duty Bot.
Doobie Brothers.
Yep. You played on you played on the Digimon.
The Digimon.
Yeah.
the doodly
I
whip.
don't remember what song it was that we played. But,
Yeah, I don't remember either.
oh, well.
It's not important.
That's how impactful this was.
It was the Doobie Brothers or the Almond Brothers or one of the brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think it was Almond Brothers.
Almond Brothers, probably. Yeah.
Life-changing
Almond
event. I don't
Brothers.
remember what happened.
The Almond Brothers. So then we came back to the cabin and suited up, in the sense that we took a nap, and then we went over to Wasco's and played a show at Wasco's. And I'd never been to Wasco's, but I'd heard stories, and they were all true.
I ducked out for a second during nap time and watched the Brewers at the bar across the street, which is called Sideliners.
Honestly, it was actually a really fun show. Actually pretty good. Yep, Sideliners is over there. It was actually a fun show. We had a lot of people were very into us, which was very cool. And it was a 2-day fest. You're still playing. It's kind of a mismatch of all sorts of different styles, but it's mostly like punk, metal, rock kind of stuff. And they were great. Our good friend John Hoban came out, our Patreon backer. Good. Thank you, John, for coming.
Yay, John.
Yay, John. That's the John.
I didn't really get to talk to you.
John's a cool guy. He's a Patreon backer. Hey, if you want to be cool like John and have us salute you on podcasts and give you high fives and stuff like that and throw you beers, why don't you join our Patreon? You can do that at patreon.com/Lords of the Trident, and then you can be cool. Otherwise, stop doing meth and destroy.
I was wondering if you're going to ask if it was math.
Yeah, that's a callback to an old podcast joke. So stop, put the meth pipe down, and join our Patreon. Change your life, man. Change your life.
Now at the $15 level, we'll occasionally lift you above our shoulders and chant your name. So
We will.
yeah, get in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$20 level will buy you meth. Whoops.
Wait.
I just want to say too, it wasn't like
We're in international waters. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Right.
it wasn't the best circumstances. I mean, we had a power short partway through Tormentor, and
Yeah.
Ty, we couldn't hear his vocals, and my guitar then cut out.
I did the Ashley Simpson jig. The little kind of thing.
But I thought it was a fun show. Like Ty said, the crowd was into it, and there weren't like a huge amount of people, but I think we were talking about this last night. But it's always really fun to play to a new crowd, and that's one thing I get a lot of pleasure out of is like if you can blow away people's expectations and give them a pleasant surprise,
Yeah.
We have our first 7-foot tall fan.
Yeah, he was
Oh my God.
he was super friendly.
Yep.
We're really into it, so.
Like Thug Lug.
Thug Luck, that's definitely what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks Thug Luck for being an awesome dude. God damn it, Aki.
He tried to smash the CD over my head.
Ah!
I told him no, and they tried to eat it. I'm like, no, Thug Lug, no. Listen.
And then he got mad and put Aki in the dumpster.
Yep. Ah!
Entire part.
So, I mean, we did have a fan once.
He was a fan for like 12 hours.
Yeah. Thug Luck angry! What's up trying to say mean things on podcast?
No, Thug Lug, no.
Yeah, this is all going to be edited out.
Thug Luck take out Patreon pledge. Ah!
Oh, this is where we could do the like beep.
Right, yeah.
Anyway,
Thug Luck.
I like to say that when I play in my hood, I can only really see like 2 to 3 frets on my guitar and nothing else. But when we played Holy Diver, I looked up and the audience was flipping their
Getting
shit.
into it.
Oh,
it
man.
was great.
They
It
were...
was-
There's the impression that people thought it was going to be Mariah Carey.
They were really
So,
excited.
yeah, so so a lot of you know how I do the whole like fake out where I'm saying like, okay, this is a Justin Bieber track, or okay, this is so last night I said, guess who has a cabin on Lake Tobagaman? Mariah Carey. And so we decided to do and like, no, look it up on Wikipedia. So we decided to do Mariah Carey, and they believed it. They totally bought it because they'd never seen us before, and they were like, oh, and then we
That's exactly how it went down.
and they're like
I will
oh,
say they
you
were.
know.
Normally, there's some people who are just like bullshit, but this time they really seem
They
to bought
loved it, yeah. and then we pulled out the Holy Diver, and they're like,
I saw people like hugging.
yeah, hugging, high fiving,
Yeah.
great.
Oh man, everything's spaghetti hot dish tonight. That night.
That one lady with the crutches fell down.
There was a lady with the crutches.
What?
She was so excited she fell down.
Really?
Oh yeah,
She actually did. Like,
or maybe she was so drunk. One of the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's okay.
But anyway, so that was cool, and my mom and her boyfriend Dan that we hung out with earlier and played with their band, the Mackey Brothers, by the way, check it out on my Facebook. I posted some videos of them, and you'll see it on the Lord's Facebook page too. But they came, and dude, they were partied till bar time. We were at Sidelines across the street. And
And the fire dancers were there.
the fire dancers
Yeah.
were there, and they were dancing to Prince and all sorts of stuff. And then we were out until we were there until like 2:15.
She said, "Everybody get out."
Yeah,
and
and
she
then
just goes, "Everyone, you all have to go now."
No bar, no final call.
Everyone's got to go.
yep.
Yeah.
Get out.
She was a salty lady, and I loved her. She was amazing.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then we kept drinking until like 4 a.m, and then we woke up today at the ass crack of 11.
Yeah.
You know. And then went to Kitchen. Aki, give your Aki's Restaurant Review.com of
So,
Kitchen.
like-
That's all it's called. It's called Kitchen.
So normally when we're in an unfamiliar area, a lot of times the guys know I love reading reviews for restaurants. But of course, like sometimes that backfires. Like I remember we were in Green Bay a long time ago, and I remember finding like a well-rated Japanese restaurant. I'm like, oh, I can get some tempura and this and whatnot, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be terrible because we're like, we can't trust small-town people. But
Jesus Christ, Aki.
sorry, beep. Okay. But
We can't. God damn it, Aki.
Sorry.
It's okay. International waters. Nothing
International
says here
waters. Okay.
stands.
Sorry,
Nothing.
I didn't mean to say that. Okay, it was a little harsh there. But anyway, so we're listing off places, and one is just called Kitchen. Like when we get there, it says The Kitchen, but on Google, it literally just says Kitchen.
Yeah.
And the picture, because they always have like a set picture of like the exterior, interior,
Yeah.
but there's just like 2 fat old guys with suspenders.
Yeah.
And Ty, without even seeing that picture, he's like, oh, the kitchen, and I'm like, what? And Ty's like, oh, he's like, that's Greasy Spoon place. He's like, as we're just like, old guys, like they get their, big giant greasy plate, and I'm like, yeah, actually, there's old people in the front. He's like, and they're normally wearing suspenders, and I'm like, the picture has suspenders.
It was perfect. It was dead on.
Drink
Yeah.
coffee for 12 hours
And
every day.
we got there, and the you know, it was tasty, but it was definitely greasy spoon. But big portions for most part.
It was great.
And
hangover food.
yeah, no, definitely, and you know, didn't disappoint. Their fat guys with suspenders. One had Make America Great Again hat.
That's the first time I've ever seen one of those in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Minnesotans,
It's
you
changed
don't
my
see many of those.
In this America, we've been there in like 30 minutes or so.
I know, man.
It's really nice.
I hope it's great when we get back.
Well, it should be great again,
Yeah,
eventually.
action cam.
All right, Aki does. No, Brent does. No, somebody does.
Definitely.
All right. So since and then now we're out here on a boat. And tonight we're gonna.
Here, can I stick that in the water?
Yeah, you can.
I just feel like we need.
Oh,
we
yeah,
haven't
do
done that
that.
in a while.
Yeah, do the hotness cam.
It's almost done.
The hotness.
Yeah. Oh, it's really bright. I can't look up there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, we have not talked for a while.
Just to stick it in the water. Just
That's all I wanted to do, really. It was like under the boat.
Oh yeah, don't lose it.
Or you get to go in
Yeah,
after.
yeah, you get to find it. Okay, so let's talk real quick. Let's do a quick sum up of our, because we didn't actually talk about this.
There's actually a lot of shit that's happening.
Yeah, Indianapolis, Louisville, and Appleton shows. That was a while ago.
Already, yeah.
We didn't talk about it. No, we did our last podcast right before we were gonna go. So Indianapolis. Let's not spend a whole lot of time on this. Let's just like give our quick thoughts.
That was definitely. It wasn't a great night. That might have been the weakest night of that little tour, but it was an interesting place. We played. What's it called? The name
Melody
the Melody
Inn, I
Inn.
think. Yeah.
And that one actually was kind of cool. They actually had some big performers come through that bar, and we actually saw a sign for Dick Dale, who's playing at the High Noon in August.
Yeah.
And had the weirdest setup. Get this, when you enter, like I'm like walking an entranceway, the stage is right here.
Like
Yeah.
immediately
Like
to your
it's
left.
it's immediately to your left. So like if Ty's there, he can like with his sword be like hack, hack, hack. You want to hack now.
Yep. That's me, all right.
And the setup was so freaking weird. Like you had to like go through this strange alcove that went literally through the kitchen of this place to get to like this back lounge area where we changed.
That back lounge area, that green room though, was really nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it just seemed like a closed off area of the bar, but it was pretty significantly large.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. They had like a limited food offering. And I remember, Ty, what you asked about the barbecue sandwich, and the guy's like, "Yeah, it is what it is."
Yep, it is what it is.
I think the five of us were like 40% of the entire attendance. So it was one of those.
I believe one of those bands
Brought in a
now
film
broken
crew.
up.
Yeah,
Venom
so
Cure.
unfortunately the Venom Cure brought in a film crew. That ended up being their last show that they didn't say. They did, and then I just found out a couple days ago that they broke up.
Yeah.
So we did it to another band, guys. I'm sorry, but another band bites the dust. They saw us and they're like, nope, can't do it anymore. So
And then we stayed with Sean from Zephaniah.
From Zephaniah.
Oh, that guy's
He
so
rolled-
nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. I forgot my pillow there.
what are you doing there, Brent?
Get some sweet footy.
Get some action cam footy.
Yeah. And like,
Get the vomit camp right there.
he had like 3 cats and 2 dogs. It was pretty nice.
Sean was just so cool.
He was so friendly.
You know, I mean, we already knew he was cool because he plays in Zephaniah, but just the coolest guy. He was
Yeah.
so fun to hang
He had
out with.
Yingling for us to drink.
Yeah.
The dog with
Yingling.
that weird disease where he had to sit upright. while he ever ate his food because he couldn't digest it correctly. So they had like this special like chair for him to sit in.
Yeah, it's
They
like
had like a
little
high
baby
chair, like a
yeah.
baby chair. Yeah.
So he'd sit up and he'd have to sit there for like an hour while his food digested. I was throwing up.
Yeah. It's really cool
Sweet
though. Like,
dog though.
I thought that was really kind of them to do that. I feel like, again, like so many people, I wish more people adopted and whatnot, and for them to take on a special needs dog, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was Indy, and then we went to. So originally we were supposed to go Indianapolis, Louisville, and then
St. Louis.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, that's right.
So we were supposed to do that, but we ended up Atlanta ended up canceling because the venue's like roof collapsed. They had to do a bunch of repairs on it, and the guy that put the festival together couldn't find another place to host it, which is a real bummer for everybody that was going to go to the fest. So then the next night we went to Louisville. Oh man, we have some stories from Louisville.
It was the night before the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
So
We got there early, and we loaded in, and then we went and just kind of saw the city, and we went and we ran into Dashboard Confessional accidentally, just kind of doing a sound check.
Actually, in the middle of the city, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had a lot of live stuff and events going on for the Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
And it was right by Jim Beam Experience where we went.
Yep.
To get a little, tasting and whatnot. And I got to say, like, Dashboard Confessional, not really a style that any of us listen to, but I will say, like, I think we play so frequently at bars and clubs, and a lot of the bars aren't the best and whatnot, although we really appreciate playing there, but it was really cool to see, like, a band, like, live in the middle of the city. It was kind of open air, and, like, the sound is on. I remember all of us were just like, man, we can hear everything, and I will say I was a little envious when I saw them. I was like, I wish we could play up there, because it was just so cool to be able to hear, like, every little intricacy and whatnot, and I think so often we play venues, I mean, even last night, I mean, like, nothing's mic'd, or, like, our sound check consists of, like, snare. Or, sorry, that's a kick drum. Sorry, kick drum. All right, that's good. And they don't, like, don't test levels or anything, so it was really cool to see a band up on this stage in the middle of the city, open air, and, like, the sound was super good. You could hear every part.
Yeah, we heard, like, 3 or 4 songs by them, and it sounded really great.
Yeah.
And, when, on those shows where you do get, like, a full sound check, that's so nice.
Definitely.
So nice. So anyway, saw them, went to Jim Beam, we went around and did some stuff. I don't remember exactly. We probably
we had a great
Beards and Beers.
Beards and
Oh
Beers.
yeah. So we saw Beards and Brews, or what? Beards and Beers, was it?
Yeah.
So Beards
And it's,
Beers.
we didn't realize it wasn't a bar, but
We thought it was a bar, 'cause it said
But they
beers
sold us
and-
beer anyway.
Yeah. So we walk
Like
in and we're like, whoop,
troopers.
and they're like, what? And it was like, oh, we thought it was a place to buy beer. And I'm like, well, you can have a beer. So we.
It was
did like a little,
fun.
they had a little counter you could sit out, but yeah,
It was cool.
It turned out to be cool. Like, someone had a
cool.
couple dogs, and we had some interesting beers. We had a peanut bar and chocolate beer.
Oh, that was really good.
Very rich.
Yeah, really rich, and the whole city really. And
Louisville's pretty cool.
I love, I'm a history major, and I love just reading. When we go to cities, I love going on Wikipedia and reading about the history of places where we play in locales, and the city really had a great historical quality. I mean, there were like lots of statues and little monuments talking about the history, and the place we played at was actually in the middle of the historical district.
Yeah.
And we decided to get some food beforehand, and it just like, even though we weren't like in the deep south, we almost had that kind of stereotypical like wide walkways and streets with like big overhanging trees. It really had like that old school South feeling, really awesome architecture. And it was interesting, like every little bar or restaurant we went to had the mint julep, and a lot of them kind of like a lot of bars are like, they always say, oh, we have our own special burger. I feel like every place had their own special mint julep.
Yeah.
I had the mint julep ale, and it
Yeah.
was really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was
Tasted like
interesting
mint
to
julep.
try that.
Yeah, it was a little strange though. I probably wouldn't have had a second
Most of the
because I was also sideways by that point. Like, okay, still have to play
names-
it.
running low on battery.
Oh, I think I lost my battery. That's okay. I got another one.
Shit.
All right.
For the next 30 minutes, you're gonna have to look at my face.
I just want to wait, please.
No, you guys can keep talking on the second cam.
Spalding, get your foot off the boat.
Oh, well, Ty, what was
Alright,
the name of what was the name of the venue we played at?
The Mag Bar.
So Mag Bar is cool. Again, I like doing like research on things, and Mag Bar had actually been rated by a couple publications one of the best dive bars in the country, and I will say it had a lot of character. It was really cool, kind of like the Frequency. It was a couple rooms with a little hallway to divide it, and the room that we played had this interesting stage that kind of like jutted out, like almost like a supermodel walkway, you know.
Yeah, a little bit.
And although a bit wider, of course. And they had all these arcade games.
Yeah.
And boy, they had some classics. There was one I didn't know about, and I had to ask our friend Kenton. By the way, shout out to Kenton. A Capcom game where you have to get to the top of a tower, and you're like kind of barbarian type character, and you get different assistants like a mage and
Magic Sword.
and like a ninja, and you break them out of prison. They follow you as like NPCs. So it had this really cool vibe. And that night we got played with Stagecoach Inferno, and
Love
they were
those
really
guys.
good. Yeah, they have some great stage presence. I don't know if I've ever seen, a metal or hard rock band play with a Telecaster. Not like I've seen bands play with a modded Telecaster, like even like Charvel's Telecaster body, but like active EMGs or whatnot. No, this guy with like a single coil Telecaster, but they made it work, and they sounded really good. And we stayed with, I think, the bassist of that band.
Yep.
And which was great. We really appreciate how many people that stay at their places.
You hear me?
Okay.
I
We
can
played
hold it too if you want.
We
Yeah.
played.
Have Aki hold it.
I can
We
hold it.
played really late because they had a really late bar time because of the derby going.
Yeah, people were like drinking all night.
Yeah, the thing
I
with the
think we went on at what? We went on at midnight, right? And then Stagecoach still
Midnight,
went on after us.
12:15, something like that. It was the thing with the night before the Kentucky Derby, or Oaks Night, as they call it, is that you like the tradition is you just stay out and just drink the whole night, and all the bars are open 24/7. So yes, we played with them. The only sucky thing about that night is the first band,
the Cools or whatever.
Cool 100s. They made off with all of the guarantee money, and we basically the bar basically had to give us some sympathy gas money. Because they
gave the bartenders gave all the money to them.
Yeah, accidentally gave all the money to Cool 100s, and
instead of waiting till the end of the night.
And they were a really, really shitty,
God,
really bad band.
So bad.
And they played for like 20 minutes, and they have a Facebook page that they never check, and nobody knows how to get a hold of them. And so we never heard from them again ever. So they took all our money and ran, and they took Stagecoach's money too. So screw you guys, Cool 100s.
I say this too, objectively. Like I don't say it's from a place of spite. They were just really bad. They literally. I don't have as good. I feel like I have the weakest ear in the band, but even I could tell their guitar was out of tune.
Well, he was playing a
Like, it
12-string electric.
it just
and
sounded
it was
god-awful.
It sounded like he didn't tune a single string out.
Oh, he definitely didn't tune it. No.
They were.
So-
It was kind of
really
like minute
bad.
30 temper tantrum screaming and then do it again and do it again. And they managed to put about 25 songs in that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But sorry.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, that was rough, and I think our morale was a little down.
Yeah.
We always, no matter what, we always put on a good. We do what we can to put on a good professional show, but Appleton really made up for it.
Holy crap.
We played at
What a show.
Cranky Pat's, which we played one time before. They always give us is free pizza and ice cream.
Yeah.
Chocolate shop ice cream too.
And it's one of my new favorite bands now.
Oh, yep. And we played with Post Paradise,
Post Paradise
and Upon Extinction.
always awesome. God, again, that light show's great.
And Upon Extinction was
They
great too.
They were
They're
fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
mentioned that in our podcast, but they had that 360-degree video.
Yeah. Check out Post Paradise. Check out their music video. What were you laughing about?
Lamb chop Venus.
Oh yeah, lamb chops, pork chops,
I thought
Nuenas,
pork
pork chops,
chop- pork
Nuenas.
chop Nuenas,
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to the guitarist of Upon Extinction, pork chops, Nuenas. Yeah. So Appleton more than made up for the rest of the tour.
The place was packed. A lot of people bought a lot of merch. It was just a good feeling night.
Brent, is that thing red still on the Zoom?
Yes.
So, yeah, it is. Yep. Okay.
And
It was a good way to end it, and then it was just a quick 2.5 hour drive home, and then we were done.
Yeah, it was
So-
very, very nice. So.
I do want to give a really quick shout out to Michelle. As always.
Oh yeah, and she was.
Thank you
she
so
was
much
on
for
the trip.
roadieing. I feel like she just, when we have moments where maybe we're a little down from maybe a couple not so great shows in a row, or sometimes we're tired, or whatever happens. I feel like she really keeps us positive.
Yep.
And I know coming from the show in Louisville, I think a lot of us didn't sleep well, and we had a couple shows in a row that weren't so good. But she always manages to keep us smiling
Keep
and
your
laughing.
chin up, little pups.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's a wonderful friend, but also merch person and roadie and whatnot. So
Yep.
Consistent.
yeah.
Oh baby,
consistent.
Yeah.
so consistent.
Oh yeah. And, yeah. She met up with Sean that night, and
Yep.
things got consistent.
Things got consistent.
International waters.
Stayed consistent.
All right. Yeah, stayed consistent. All right. So, that covers that. Hey, we got our Metal C shirts came out finally after our third try for a flash dryer. Finally got one that didn't break. Knock on wood. And and we got our metal C-shirts out to Patreon backers. We've got a lot of pictures with you guys and your cats, which was awesome. I'll try to find some and throw some up on the sky here. But thank you so much for those pictures, and we hope you're liking the shirts. They were printed on luxurious black leather. Ooh, I hope you enjoy the latest fashion trend from that. And speaking of cat pictures, Aki, do you have a cat picture of the month prepared?
I do.
All right,
Yep.
Let's put it up right now. And unfortunately, we don't have it. So, Aki, can you please describe this cat picture to us?
Yeah, so I found this cat, again, I found this on Reddit, and I like it. It's very young. She was, I guess, rescued from a shelter after being there for like 3 months, and she's one of those cats that has that awesome, like, ginormous head but small body, making it look like super cartoonish and animated.
Yeah.
And here you can see the owner's holding her little baby harp seal toy, and you can't quite see if the cat's looking very intently. You can't see if the cat is it's hard to tell if the cat is excited, ready for the owner to throw the toy, or I think the cat's concerned because I don't know if anyone who's had a cat or dog would have a favorite toy that they really attach them to a lot of times if you take that toy from them, or let's say it's torn and you repair it and you're sewing it, they'll look very nervously onwards from a distance. They don't want to see if the cat into the toy. Yeah, I just really like this one. It made me smile.
Awesome. There you go. There's your cat picture of the month. And while we're on the subject, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to say one other thing, real quick.
Yeah.
It's mentioning adopting from shelters and whatnot. I was super excited at my workplace. About 4 times a year, we have 5% days, or 5% of sales go to a local organization.
Uh-huh.
And they hadn't announced a 5% day for what the next 5% day organization would be, and I know it's a long shot, and I had actually emailed regional before, like long shots, saying stuff like, hey, we need some more merch with cats on them and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I actually I emailed the marketer who handles marketing in Wisconsin, and marketers also handle community relations stuff, and I said, hey, if you haven't decided on an organization like you do, Dane County Humane Society,
there you go.
and I shit you not, he chose it.
That's great.
He chose it, and he gave me a shout out. He sent an email to like the whole region. He actually gave me a shout out.
That's great.
Saying Aki from the Madison store, we
Nice.
raised I want to say we raised like $4,000 or whatnot for Dane County Humane Society. So keep supporting your local pet shelter.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Meanwhile, Brent and I were working on raising money for the Dane County Inhumane Society.
Throw them off the boat.
Yep. So, when Brett says you need to get on a boat and do a podcast, you better, Brett. When Brett says bring a lot of beer, you better, Brett. So, welcome to You Better, Brett, our monthly segment where Brett tells you something to do. Brett, what do they got to do today?
Well, I
was very prepared for this one.
Oh, yeah.
I was originally going to talk about it when we were inside, but
inside the our next location. This is a multi-location podcast, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I had this
It's a great angle there, Aki.
this thought. So I came
It's a
from
beard cam.
I grew up on a farm, kind of like a recreational petting zoo, basically. We didn't do any actual farm. We just have animals around.
Uh-huh.
So lately, my mom has incorporated what she calls Chicken Town. Just free-range chickens just running around her backyard and everything.
Uh-huh.
As of late, they've just been disappearing randomly with all the vermin out there.
Yeah.
So what we figured out is that we have a rogue fox running around killing chickens.
Uh-oh.
So, my advice to anybody that has chickens or wants to do a chicken farm of any sort, you need to somehow animal-proof your chickens. Vermin-proof, prey-proof, because
He's
it's a serious
He's
thing.
losing it.
All right? You're losing they'll come by and kill maybe 9 chickens
ask you,
I feel
Brett,
like it's
'cause
getting closer and closer to my face.
let me just let me ask you this, Brett, because I don't really know this. How much how much value is in a full-grown chicken? How much would you pay? So you go down to a chicken store and you say, one full-grown adult chicken, please.
You don't do that though. You buy
Well, I know, but like, what? How much?
that actually I don't
Costs.
know. Which is kind of interesting.
You could maybe know this.
No.
Yep.
But I know
I
it's
just
been a
wanna put my
giant
arm
pain
in
in
your
their
shit.
asses.
Oh, okay.
Having these foxes come around and killing all our chickens.
Okay.
My mom is slightly crazy though.
I have to imagine
That fact was relevant to a large portion of our fan base.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
This has
for that.
been you better, you Brett.
I wasn't done, you dickheads.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get off the stage, you're done.
This is. You have to
Yes,
stop.
you are.
People are leaving.
I wasn't finished. Yes, you are.
This is a continuation of. Ooh, you better, you Brett. So, what else do we have to do?
This is a stupid segment.
So anyway, sorry.
No, so if you actually do chickens, or some sort of thing outside, set up trail cams, set up some sort of like fencing, maybe even electric fencing they're starting to
Whoa.
do now, but something to keep them out, otherwise chickens are going to be gone.
Well, do trail cams actually work? Because I know like trail cams work for deer and stuff. Do they work for small animals like that?
Yeah, that's how they found out that they were foxes.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't know what was happening. They thought like maybe it's a raccoon, because they know raccoons will sometimes kill things just for fun. But yeah, so they put trail cams up and found that they were foxes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, good to know. And I hope now all of you out there know what to do in case of foxes stealing your chickens. You better, you Brett. Okay.
This segment sucks.
We also had another show that we played in Milwaukee with the Brock Betts Band and Straddle and Rosie.
Oh yeah.
They were both very good.
They were both really, really good. Straddle and Rosie is sort of a band of the remnants of another band, the Black Saints, which opened one of our CD release parties. I think the Frostburn CD release party, actually. They were
I think
on.
you're right.
And they broke up, and then the Straddle and Rosie kind of like took over.
It's a little bit of a Guns N' Roses vibe.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Well, Black Saints were really, really Guns N' Rosy. And Straddle and Rosie is still
About ready, yeah.
still pretty gunsy. And
Tasteful guitar licks too.
yeah, it was like overall, it was very good. I think everybody who came totally got their money's worth in terms of quality of music. That was fantastic.
And Bill House and Elliot stopped by.
Yeah.
We were talking. We were like, man, Bill House, Elliot, Aki, Brian.
Yeah, let's do it.
Man, if this place burned down and everybody died, like Wisconsin would lose all of their guitar, like most of
I was
their
just
guitar.
saying, like, the amount of guitar talent that would die in that fire.
Yeah, and Robert from Straddle and Rosie, like, yeah, oh my God, it would just set us back.
Man, Brock Betts, I've never seen that band before. They were really good. Like,
They're fantastic. We got to play with them again.
that guitarist, he was so good.
What was his name?
Rockets.
Yeah, that'd be the guy. Yeah.
Sorry, I tend to slur things, but yeah, just really like awesome, kind of Satriani inspired
Oh, yeah,
a bit.
absolutely.
I really cool phrasing, lots of like cool effects and whatnot. Use some.
I missed the discussion of him on the ride home because I had my own car with me that day because I had played Bratfest earlier that day with the cover band.
I guess
I drove myself to the Metal
That's
Grill
right.
for that show.
He was good. He had some equipment issues, unfortunately, but it went really well overall. Like really cool, inspired songs. I guess I didn't know. I don't know if Bill told you, but I guess he injured his right hand fairly seriously, and that's why he doesn't.
Brock
do a lot,
did or Bill did?
Brock does, and that's why he doesn't do a lot of alternate picking. That's why he's more legato playing. I thought that was kind of
Played to your
interesting.
strengths, you know.
Yeah, but it was really enjoyable. You know, normally like I hit miss luck when people take their shirts off, but it was pretty cut.
Yep.
I think we all agreed. Yeah.
I think we do,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was an okay move to take a shirt off.
Yeah. We also okay, so that happened. Also, we if you saw on the website, Heidi, what are you doing? Oh.
What are you doing?
Breaking the boat.
Okay. Heidi made perler beads of
Yeah.
all of us on the website, and those are on the wall. So the next podcast you'll be able to see them. But they were pretty cool. A few other things transpired in the interim. We came out with the poster, and we came out with the final lineup, the announcement for Mad with Power Fest, which is on September 2nd, which you should grab if you haven't already, and I know a lot of people have, but if you haven't already, grab your tickets for Mad with Power Fest now. We're going to have...
You ever tried stomping a full one of these? It's a lot harder.
We're going to have Steel Iron, Automaton, Inner Siege, Droids Attack, Conniption, and us. It's going to be an amazing
So long since we
show.
played
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. It's going to be super fun.
Yeah, I've never played with Conniption
Oh
yet.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love playing
I've
with
been
them.
I've been in the band for over 2 years now. And I still
Yeah, you
haven't.
wouldn't see Bill House in all his glory.
All his
Well,
glory.
I've seen his videos. So
Yeah.
he's fantastic.
So, and then,
Very good.
Automaton's coming back, so I know a lot of people have been asking when we're going to bring them back to Madison.
You know,
which is
when
cool.
when does Automato End happen?
Well, that's
September 2nd.
September 2nd, yeah. Oh, you're saying that's what the people have been saying.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
And no, that'd be awesome. And then you have some like special tickets, right? And we
Yep.
sold out. Of.
So all of our gold VIP tickets are sold out.
And it's like sleepover at your place.
Sleepovers. Yep. The gold VIP tickets, you get a customized ale horn that has the Mad with Power logo on it, along with a shirt, signed drum head from all the bands, and we've got other surprises kind of on the way. We're working with the Guys Games and Beer crew to do a little bit of like an interactive video game table in between the in between the sets. And there's gonna be some extra cool stuff that we're gonna be working on to bring for those people.
What t-shirt concert?
What t-shirt concert? Yeah, the whole time people just spraying you down. It's like Aki, like
What?
try to play your guitar now. So
I have pastor's hiccups. All right.
so anyway, we've got some more stuff coming. We've got a few silver VIP tickets left. So if you want to help support the fest and help us grow, doing a silver VIP ticket would be the best way to do that. For
Hang out with us.
And hang out with us, yeah. Which you can do anyway, but yeah, like a lot of fests do this whole like meet and greet if you get the silver VIP or the gold VIP or stuff. Man, I mean, honestly, we're just going to be walking around and talking to people, so there's no real reason to do like an official meet and greet.
Just flag us down.
Yep, we're cool guys. We like you.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. I went to the Legions of Metal Fest in Chicago, and I got to hang out with Tommy, and I got to hang out with the people from Helion Prime, which was awesome.
Oh man, I love that band.
That band is amazing.
Yeah.
Check out Helion Prime if you haven't seen them yet, or if you haven't heard their music. Somehow, I don't know how, they got the singer from Dream Evil to like be on one of their tracks. I emailed him up. I'm like, dude, how did you get him? And he's like, I just friended him on Facebook and asked. It's like, my God, why did I think of that? So, yeah.
Did you also at that fest meet the singer adjudicator? Was that where you met?
No, he wasn't at that fest.
Okay.
So we just finished listening to Adjudicator's
So good.
last album, At the Expense of Humanity. That's a really great album.
Oh,
I'd recommend picking that one up too.
I wouldn't mind hearing his vocals again. That's so good.
But yeah, I got to hang out with Tommy. We had Michelle was there. We had an arm wrestling competition.
Bless you.
With a lot of the attendees and stuff like that. And that was a lot of fun. Strangely, I was like the guy to beat, which was sort of strange. I thought there was going to be more like beefy dudes.
Part of the line, man.
Yeah. Here's the sucky thing about that. I had my GoPro with me the whole time, and I took a bunch of sweet footy. Right. I took a bunch of sweet footy, and the GoPro corrupted, and I lost all my sweet footy. Shit. So it totally sucked. There were a lot of really, really great bands. I'd really highly recommend. And we're playing Legions of Metal Fest next year, so I'd highly recommend going to Legions of Metal Fest, and I'd highly recommend coming out to see us too at Legions of Metal Fest.
I'd highly recommend heading back to shore. I'm gonna have to pee off the edge of the boat.
Oh my God! So we're gonna stop here, and we will pick up our podcast at our next secret location. Hope you enjoy it.
Later,
It's for the ladies. Okay. Hey, welcome back to the podcast, ladies. It's getting a little steamy in the sauna room. That's right. Here we are in Lords of the Trident Boudoir. Au revoir. So anyway, we have we're here in the sun. How you guys feeling? It's fucking
hot.
Yep.
Only 125 in here. Lame.
Oh, that's heavy.
Well, and we just got in, so I think what we need to do is add a little bit more flame to this fire.
No.
We get a little water
Feels
going.
like I'm breathing in fire.
All right,
Oh
here we go.
no! Oh god, that's
Hey, I'm
awful.
standing right next to the fucking.
Here it comes.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, off the fucking thing.
Oh yeah. That legitimately hurts.
Try standing right beside it.
With this, it's in my soul.
It actually hurts.
There you go. All right. There you go. All right. So we have a few more things to talk. We have a few more things to talk about on the
Drooling on
podcast.
myself.
I'm trying to keep this wiped
Drooling
off.
on Aki.
So we have a few more things. We went to
And the who. And the
Brian and I went to the Between the Waves Music Festival, and I presented there, and that was a lot of fun. I got to meet Kip Winger. We got to meet David Spiro and Martin Atkins, who was our producer on the last record.
And the Aphid brothers.
And I was accidentally security for the Avid Brothers. That's a whole story in on itself, but it was super duper fun. And I gave a talk on DIY merchandise.
Beer helps.
And
It's cold for the time being.
band image. So that was a lot of fun. Brian, what are your thoughts on the Between the Waves Music Festival?
Great start. I look forward to seeing what we can do with it next year. And by we, I mean Roy, mainly.
Yeah. Well, and we
but
played
awesome.
Friday night,
Yeah.
too. So we played...
Which went very well.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was
yeah.
a ton of fun.
So I look forward. I'll say this: I'll look forward to being involved in it next year for sure.
Yeah. What can we green screen in here? Probably nothing. We'll just have to put it over Rocky's face.
Yep.
Maybe like the.
Hey, I got the poop emoji earlier, so
That's
he
true.
can
That's
have
true.
the green screen emoji this time.
Yeah.
To be honest, now this feels like amazing.
Yeah.
It
It's
does
gonna-
feel
it's
good
gonna-
Until you put more shit on the
It's gonna.
shit.
Well, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. You know, we're gonna get a little bit more.
No.
Let's see if I can turn this thing
Oh
back.
no.
No,
It's okay. It's all right. It's still at its maximum temperature.
you have it set at 10.
Taya, I was thinking in the back.
It doesn't go to 11.
You could put like one of those green screens of like Muscle Beach, like these lifting.
Oh, yeah.
We probably blend right in.
Exactly. They wouldn't be able to tell us apart, us and them.
Yeah.
So we did the Between the Waves Music Festival, and then and then that night was the Mamas, and I hosted the Mamas, which was a lot of fun. Quick story, Martin Atkins, right, who's a friend of ours who produced our third album, he's this big white-haired British guy, he's like, "Oh, Don, why does your band suck so much? I wish your band didn't blow so hard, then maybe I'd be more impressed about you playing." So, you know, I love him. I just want him to insult me all day long. It's amazing. We were backstage at the Mamas, and he was going to do this. So his whole deal is his catchphrase is "Get the fuck out of bed." He's like, "Oh, this band, who you want to be better than, they're getting up at 10 o'clock because they're sleeping in. Why don't you get up at 8? Then you have 2 more hours and you have 23 more days in a year to be better than them." And so the bit is that he was going to be on a cot, sleeping when they announced his name, and then the curtain was going to rise up, and the stagehands were going to, you know, throw him out of bed.
Very nice.
And we were backstage, and he goes, "Hey Ty, you want to do something funny?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You should get in the bed with me." And so yeah, I finally got into bed with Martin Atkins. You know, life goal accomplished.
What did he do?
It's like a single size,
yeah.
right?
And so it was a little cot, and so he gets in first, and then I try to get in, and he puts his arm around me, and then he's supposed to be pretending to sleep, but he can't stop giggling. So he's like, I'm like, Martin, shut up, man! You're supposed to be asleep. He's like, "But it's so funny. You're in bed with me." And yes, needless to say, it was awesome. Before we say adieu, does anybody have any final words of wisdom for our listening and watching audience?
Well, I do think we should mention that we went to Thirsty Pagan, which was awesome.
Yeah, tonight before we came here to do our sauna, we went to the Thirsty Pagan Brew Pub and Pizzeria, which, oh my god, if you're going to Superior, or if you go to Great Taste in the Midwest, go to the Thirsty Pagan booth, because, oh my god, their beers.
Yeah, flight of basically 16 beers.
Yeah.
We haven't had a beer sponsor yet. If
Oh.
Thirsty Pagan.
Hey, Thirsty Pagan. Thank you for reminding me. Besides Thirsty Pagan, big thank you to our sponsors, Rocker Vodka, Wheelhouse Whiskey, and, of course, the amazing Boss Meadery. So, yeah, and Thirsty Pagan, call me up, lordsofthetrident@gmail.com.
You know, I have a pizza spot.
Pizza was delicious.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Sclavies. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Sclavies.
Who-
And Rocco.
Yeah, for the drinks and the camaraderie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What's our next gig?
Our next show is going to be
Oh,
Thursday.
Rocker Lane.
Oh,
It's
shit,
the bike
yeah,
night,
yeah.
so hopefully I'll get this up by then. Come out Thursday in Madison
I may
at
have set
Boulevard
that one
Lanes. Yeah, you kind of did. All right, I think it's time for us to say adieu. I know, it's been 6 minutes in heaven with your boys, your shirtless boys. Here we go. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. So anyway.
Make it stop.
That's weird. Okay, we're done with it.
Fuck you.
People are leaving.
People are leaving.
You have to stop.
All right, I know what we have to end on. Here it goes. Here comes.
Oh, no.
Ladies
The
and gentlemen.
whole thing. Oh, that felt good. That was really
Here
nice.
comes.
Oh, come on.
3, 2, 1.
For my ears.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the TRIDENTCast. We'll see you next time.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's really hot.
Oh. Good night.